Hello again. I'm here to do a video on depression and how it affects one and how to get out of it, and also topics to explore that may or may not help you as you journey on through your own experience with depression. Um, I feel, well, I've gone through my fair share of depression. In fact, I feel like I'm just getting out of one now. And short, sweet, and simple, I feel like, you know, if you want to get out of it, don't fight it. And always remember it's all in your head. It's all self-created. Um, and you, and only you, can pull yourself out of it. And I know this because I feel like I've experienced varying levels, degrees, and lengths of depression. I've had depression for what could last up to days, what could last up to weeks, what could even last up to months. And apparently, after reading a lot of articles online, I've noticed some people even have depression for years on end. I know that can be suffocating and debilitating. You just kind of want to be left alone. Well, like for me personally, I mean, I feel like everybody handles it differently. But for me personally, I like to just kind of like curl up in my bed for several days in the dark and just kind of close the door. Um, some people like to get out and distract themselves. You know, distraction is nice, but I feel like for me personally, you're not necessarily facing the problem at hand. You're in some way, shape, or form running away from it. And obviously, these feelings come up from a subconscious level to a surface level in your face so you can deal with them. I feel like if you don't deal with them, at the moment that they present themselves to you, um, it'll just come back around, and I feel like it'll hit harder the next time around. So, to some extent, these feelings come up because you need to almost like accept them. I don't think you even have to understand it. You just need to become aware of your feeling. You need to, in some way, shape, or form, accept it and then release it. That's the best therapy. I think that's the best medicine. And I think it's also all in your mind. So, you know, I know all of us are looking for instant gratification when we are lost in confusion. We want some type of remedy to make it stop. But what we have to realize is it's a natural process. Um, there are things that are beyond our control, and you just have to kind of like let it be and let it pass, and try not to put up any resistance. I think the best thing to do is to do nothing, because I feel like, and like I said, everyone's different. I feel like if you just kind of like drown yourself in medication or alcohol or distractions, then you're just kind of like putting a band-aid on a wound and not allowing it to heal. Is that a good description? I don't know. I don't know if just gotta face it. You have to be aware of it. You need to allow it and then just let it go. And sometimes this process takes months, sometimes this process takes years, but eventually you get through it, and it's not a comfortable feeling. And I know we're beings of self-gratification. We want things now. We want this to stop now. What's happening? You know, the best way to describe it, or here's a couple of examples, and I don't know if they're good examples. I don't know if you'll grasp my examples, but say you're outside and the wind is blowing. You cannot control the direction of the wind. You can't even control the speed or the amount of time that the wind will blow. You just kind of have to let it do its thing and pass. So that's what I'm saying. Like when you have a storm inside of you, you just have to kind of just hang back and just let it pass. Let it do its thing and then pass. Same can be said about a watcher of the clouds or the stars. So when you, as a person, say you're outside and you're just lying on the grass and you're stargazing or you're cloud gazing or whatever you're doing, you have no control over the stuff up there. You're just a watcher. You're just kind of hanging back and just watching as things go by. You're not trying to control it. You're not trying to change it. You're not trying to do anything. You're just kind of hanging back in that moment and allowing things to be. And this is the best way to deal with depression. Because like I said, you're just buffering it if you take, things to distract yourself from it. A lot of people sleep. Sleep helps to an extent until it becomes overly obsessive, and then it becomes, I think, detrimental to what you're working towards. It's part of the process, people. It doesn't feel good, but it's not supposed to. And what is pain anyway but a perception of the mind? It's all in your head. It's all your creation. It's all your reality. And whatever you give power to will grow. So, just see things as they are. Don't fight it, and just kind of allow things to be. That's the best remedy. This is the best advice that I could probably give you. And just know that you're going to get through some way, shape, or form. You're going to get through it. And you will be that much stronger. And you know what? Life won't dish you stuff that you can't handle. Life will dish you stuff that you're able to handle because you're strong enough. And because this affliction is in our head, if you think about it, if you take full responsibility for your experience, ultimately you have to understand that it's you. You allow yourself to be in this place. You have created this experience for yourself in order to learn a lot of things. You could learn self-control. You could learn to accept things as they are without trying to change them or manipulate them to what you expect things to be. It allows you to face darker aspects of yourself you that were that were buried in your subconscious. All of these things can be realized on a deeper spiritual level if you practice meditation. In fact, meditation does make it easier. And I don't know, there's so much stuff I can say. But if you have any more comments, or if you have questions or concerns, if you agree with me, if you disagree with me, please leave your comments below and we can discuss. All right, signing out.